everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about what China's like, the language barrier, and money.
And everything in between. Hey.
Oh, right. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
So, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about, the experience of actually arriving in China and what that can be like. I don't know, what's your take on that?
Well, I guess really the experience is different for everyone, but there are a few things that we all have in common. Usually starting with expectations versus reality.
Oh, totally. I mean, before I came to China, I was expecting everything to be super, super old. Like old buildings, old cars, old people. And and then when I got here, I was like, couldn't be more wrong about that. I mean, there are a lot of old things, and it's neat because they're really old. But there's brand new apartment buildings that are high tech, new cars driving around. But then it's funny because a BMW will drive by, and then coming back the other way is a steam powered rickety tractor, kind of jaloping down the road.
Stacked with bottles.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's that mix of modern and ancient, but it is still really safe, though. It's amazingly safe. For example, with traveling around China.
Yeah.
Travel opportunities here. It's very, very modernized.
Yeah. I mean, you can fly anywhere for really quite cheap. The domestic flights are very affordable. For about the same price, you can also take a train, which, why would you? Except to take a high-speed train and go 300 kilometers an hour.
The capital.
Really yeah. But I actually really like taking the older trains, too, because you can get a sleeper bed and, go overnight. You wake up in the morning, you're in somewhere completely different and new, and that's really fun.
On that note, with being modern and technology, of course, ties into that. Mm-hmm. Technology is booming in China. You can find everything you want here. You can get computers, you can get different kinds of smartphones. Topping up your phone is really easy.
Yeah. Oh, these Chinese brands are selling them for super, super cheap too, and they're top of the line. They have all the same,
and applications to use on your phone too.
Yeah.
There's lots of different apps to help you with life in China.
Yeah. I mean, well, first of all, maps are pretty effective. Apple Maps gives you all the information you need for Chinese cities, but then also for translation. That's a huge one. Being able to translate, Chinese that you hear, and also the characters. They've got that one with the camera where it just converts the characters into English just right before your eyes.
Yeah, so that's really helpful, for reading, say, menus. So you can go and also apps for money. I know you use a lot of money apps. So there's.
Oh yeah, I never pay for things with cash these days. It's just phone pay everywhere I go.
Yeah, and sending money home too. With the salary that you can make as an ESL teacher, you can send money home, have a nice budget while you're here, have a decent apartment. Also, still go out on occasion for the evenings. You can take a taxi for really cheaply around the city, so that's great. Lots of different options for that.
Yeah, I think you mentioned going out to eat. Food is one of those things. This is kind of being a very old society. They have gotten food down, right? There's so many different ways to eat food in China. I mean, you probably already heard that, Chinese food isn't like what you expect in restaurants in your country. But you can still find a lot of things, like fried rice. I mean, I love fried rice. You can find fried rice everywhere, and a million different types of fried rice, all these different styles. But there's a lot of things that you never even heard of. I mean, I found out that I love eggplant. I did not know that I love eggplant.
True fact.
I eat so much of it here.
And food, of course, helps transcend that language barrier. So food helps because you'll want to learn some Chinese for food. I know you've been studying Mandarin.
Yeah, and that all started one day when I was just hungry and I needed to order something. And so I thought, I'll try asking for this in Chinese. And I mean, I love studying where I've got to the point where I can go down to the corner store and have a conversation with the lady running it. We don't get very deep. We talk about the weather, but still, just that added aspect really makes living in another country just really awesome.
I mean, for me though, I haven't actually studied much, so I can't hold a conversation in Chinese. But I have learned enough vocabulary to get around, and you don't need it. You really don't have to learn Mandarin to be able to get around in China. And
you can be comfortable and feel like you can get your needs met without it.
Yeah. So, in summary, you can come to a modern city with modern transportation, take a cheap taxi to an ancient-style restaurant, order food using your phone translation application, and maybe try
pay for it with your phone too.
Learn a little Chinese from the waitress while you're at it.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
then you could subscribe for more videos.
Absolutely. Or, if you had any questions, you can definitely, leave some comments below if you want. Or if you're just super excited, you can just apply online.
Yeah, so you can subscribe.
Or apply.
Ask questions.
Yeah, or apply.
Yeah, or all of that.
Or apply. You could
so anyways, yeah. So they, I was in sock feet, but they had to send me home in flip flops. But the meal was great.
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving dinner, right?
Yeah.
Turkey and everything.
No turkey. It was Beijing duck.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. But still, you know, it's all about the spirit of it, right?